Hello everyone, today I will show you how to use Excel in a more efficient way. If you are already using Excel, I'm sure you would be using a lot of keyboard shortcuts. If not, you must use keyboard shortcuts because that saves time and helps you gain a lot of efficiency. So in this video, I will show you 106 Excel shortcuts along with examples in most of the cases so that you can use them and gain efficiency. So guys, I have tried to group all the shortcuts in various categories like basic shortcuts, function keys shortcuts, control shortcuts, shift plus function keys shortcuts, and so on. And I will also be providing this in the description below, and I'll try to give a link to this Excel file as well so that if you want to print it out and keep it with you for your reference, you can always do that. So let's start. The basic shortcuts. I'll go to this sheet. Here, these are my basic shortcuts. So in basic shortcuts, Control A, I'm sure everyone would know this is to basically select all. What it selects is anything which is within the area when there is no break, which means if I have something here, for example this, and I go here and press Control A, it will not select 1, 2, 3 because that is after a break. I'll delete this, move on to the next one. Control B, bold, everyone knows. Control C, copy, everyone knows it's not only for Excel but everywhere. Control D, fill down, which is basically if I have something here, here, and here, and I want to use this 1, 3, 13, and I want to fill it down to next couple of things. I can select those using Shift and down arrow key and Control D. It will fill as it is. In case there is a formula, for example, I would have used this formula which would have said sum of C5 to C6 in the same reference, and I would have taken it down and said Control D. So it would have added the above 2. In this case 12 plus 2, 12, 24, in this case 12 plus 24, 36, and so on. So Control D basically helps you get the top row thing or the row above the cell where you are currently active down. Control F, find, I'm sure everyone would have used it. So this is basically Control F, find. If I write find, hit enter, it will show me it as in this cell. If I write go to and hit enter, it will show me by this green thing that is selecting the cell that here is go to. There's also this option of the 7th formula, Control H is replace. I can go from find and replace, or I can directly go Control H to replace. So it says find what and do what. So in this case, if I want to find go to and write where, and ignore the spelling please, and replace, so it will do that. I'm pressing escape and Control Z. I don't want to change it right now. Control G, go to, is very good, especially if you are a medium to advanced user and you use defined names or you want to go to a particular cell. So I hit Control G, and here let's say I want to go to cell in column A and row 16. I can write A16 and hit enter. My cursor would directly go there. So now this is the active cell. So replace, I have told you, replace I have told you before go to itself. So I have told you find, go to, replace. Italics, basically formatting, you can italicize something. Hyperlink, in case if you want to insert a hyperlink in this, which would mean if I say Control K, I want, if someone clicks here, I want them to open a worksheet, or I want to add an email address, or I want to do something else. I can do it here. The next is Control N, new workbook. I'm sure you would have used it at one point or other. If I hit Control N, a new workbook, I'll just close this. I don't want it right now. Control O, open. In open, it generally shows you the recent one which you would have opened with the locations. Control P, you want to print it out. You want to print on both sides. You want to print the active sheet. You want to print on the entire workbook and so on. Probably I'll make a separate video for Control P. Control R, fill right. Like we use Control D. Similarly, it is Control R. If I want to fill the entire thing for next 3 columns, let's say, Control R will do that. It will copy anything for the cell you have selected, whether it's text or it's formula. Control S, save. The most important thing in my case, I always try and go and set auto save time so that I don't lose any work because of any error, maybe power outage or anything. Underline, again formatting, I'm sure everyone would have used it. Control V for paste. Again, this is something very common, everyone would have used it. I've copied something using Control C, I go here and Control V, paste. So this is this, Control U, let me undo this. Control W, if I hit Control W, only this particular worksheet or workbook will close. which would mean if in Excel, like I'll show you, I'm using two different Excel books, demo and the other one. So if I hit Control W, it will ask only to close the demo and not the one which I'm currently showing you. Control X, cut. Instead of copy, you cut. So if I cut something and go and paste here, so it will not copy, but it will remove it from there. Control Y, repeat, and Control Z, undo. This is something very useful. Normally we use our mouse to go here and redo the command or undo the command. So Control Y is repeat and Control Z is undo. The reason you should use keyboard shortcuts, let me tell you a very small story. I remember in one of my classes during my master's, my professor came and he told me something. He did something, I'll tell you here, let's say is equal to this plus this, and he came here and showed this, and I was really impressed. Where did these arrows come from? So now I know that this cell is basically E10 plus E9, which is represented by colors, but since here it is only two cells, you can very easily make out. But what if it's a very big workbook? Maybe it's a financial data model or something. So that is the time when I started learning the shortcuts, and today I proudly say I know a lot of them. I may not know all, but I know most of them. So guys, thanks a lot to watch the entire video if you have been here till now. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll really be motivated if you click subscribe and hit the bell icon, because that way you will get to know all the future videos, and share it with your friends and family on your Instagram, Facebook, or whatever platform you are using, maybe your WhatsApp as a link, because that will help me stay motivated and post more videos for you. Also, I'd like to tell you I've already created a couple of videos and posted on my channel. My channel is Solve Tech Issues, where I try to solve all the issues which I get to know from my friends and families, or otherwise people come and tell me. I try to solve them. I've already posted videos there on how you can use your Microsoft Office, in that to the latest version, which is Office 365, in a free and legal way. Yes, you heard me right, free and legal version of Office 365. But the only thing is, it's the web version. I've already made a video on how you can use the Office 365 on your mobile phone, whether it is your iPhone or your Android device. I've made another video where I've showed you, if you are using Office 365 app on your mobile device, how you can use that to use features like capturing the notes directly from the whiteboard if you are in a presentation or in a classroom, and a couple of more videos which are already lined up. So guys, once again, I'll really like and I'll really appreciate if you can hit the subscribe, the bell icon, the like, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks a lot for being with me till now, and I hope the Excel shortcuts have now been solved.